Hey guys, Nick here with Buffalo Fanatics. We're talking Mason Rudolph today. I really think that he's the dark horse in this QB draft class. Comparing Mason to the other quarterbacks in this draft class, yeah, maybe he doesn't have that same strength of arm that everyone's talking about in a Rawson or an Allen, but he does have the maneuverability. He's an athletic guy. He ran a 4.83, which isn't the fastest QB that we're gonna have, but if you're running under a 5 as a QB, I mean, you can't go wrong. Mason ran the spread offense in Oklahoma State. A lot of play action out of shotgun. He did a lot of running himself, a couple rushing touchdowns, but a very prolific, deep threat offense. I want to see the Bills stretching the field, because if we can get defenses in our division to have to respect that deep ball, that vertical threat, then we're going to open up running lanes for Shady and life after Shady tenfold. Finding a guy like Mason Rudolph in, you know, late first round or early second round. We've got pick 53, pick 56 as well. With those two picks in the second round, we may even be able to snag a guy like this and let us focus on, you know, a bigger importance in that 12th overall pick. He's a big body, 6'5", 230. So let's jump into some of his combine. Going through his combine, looked really calm. He tried to keep it pretty low key while he's at the combine. This is coming off of a foot injury he had where he didn't play in Pro Day and didn't play in the Senior Bowl, which was really, you know, kind of hurt his draft stock, and I think personally has put him to 4th, 5th, 6th, arguably quarterback in this draft class with the talent that you've got in front of it. Not the same arm strength as some of the top QBs in the class that everyone's saying, but I personally think that he's got a great ball on a seam route. He throws that 15-yard, 20-yard seam route with a lot of velocity. You know, being in a spread offense, he threw a lot of outbreaking routes. You got to have a lot of arm strength to throw that outbreaking route. So we can see here, you know, he does get a lot of oomph on that outside route. So for Mason, strengths are his deep ball, great touch on that deep ball. He's gonna find guys, and what I've noticed as well is he has an ability to lead a receiver like no other. And after playing with Aitman and Washington this year, two of the better receivers in this year's draft class as well, they had a lot of speed, and he was still able to lead them. Especially with the Bills looking at, we should probably pick up a wide receiver in this draft. We should think about, you know, adding a speedy receiver on the outside for that vertical deep threat. So if you pick up Mason Rudolph, you need to have a speedy receiver with him. Calvin Benjamin's exactly what you want to see on the other side though. Oklahoma State ran a lot of the fade route in the red zone. So we'll show you the fade route here. He throws a beautiful fade route. It's going to be awesome watching this go to Calvin Benjamin and have him just climb the ladder to catch this ball. He does a great job of putting it in a situation where really only the receiver can make the play. The DB's never really in a situation where they can look up and you know, make a play on the ball. It's always the receiver climbing the ladder at their highest point, making the catch. Here's my rebuttal to everyone talking about how he doesn't have the arm strength. These are a compilation of his seam routes in this year.
Rudolph,
a lot of velocity
touchdown!
And
Rudolph, the pump fake over the middle.
Teams running this Tampa 2 defense, this cover 3. You're going to see a lot of seam routes open, and especially in a vertical threat offense, that seam route is going to become open. So we need to have that speed in there to find that route. We need our quarterbacks to make plays. We need them to find time for themselves, and especially with our offensive line not being one of the best offensive lines in the league and currently being rebuilt, we need to be very wary of having an athletic quarterback who's going to be able to get the ball out and find those deep routes and find guys like KD.
Rudolph with a pocket collapsing, able to escape.
He's evading. He's also looking.
Throws it downfield, complete to Aitman. He breaks a tackle and stays in bounds.
And lastly, guys, I want to show you some of his deep balls. These are just some impressive throws, and it's pretty crazy how many deep balls he has. I think almost 30% of his passing offense and passing yards were from deep balls. Mason went 39 of 82 deep balls in his senior year. That's impressive. That's a really high completion number for a deep ball. If you guys want to do some Googling and find out what deep ball percentages are for guys in the NFL. The touch on this ball, his ability to catch a receiver in stride, and like I said, with those speedy receivers, very impressive. And this is what we want to see more of. This is what takes a 30-yard throw, a 30-yard gain to a 60-yard touchdown. And can be a game changer. any given situation. You can be 3rd and 16 and hit one of these deep balls, and suddenly you're up. He went 39 of 82 for deep balls this year. That is ridiculously impressive. Comparing that to NFL quarterbacks, we've got guys like Alex Smith, Aaron Rodgers that are throwing up numbers like that for deep ball percentages. That deep ball percentage, I think, to me is the biggest kicker. And if I was Brandon Beane right now, I'd be chomping at the bit to pick this guy up in the late 1st round, early 2nd round. And that'll allow us to go after another need for that 12th overall pick and pick up a guy who's going to be a game changer and an instant starter. So thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you liked the breakdown of Mason Rudolph. Let me know what you think of this guy. Let me know how you think he compares to guys like the Josh Allens, the Josh Rossens, the Sam Darnolds, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield. There are a ton of QBs in this draft, and the Bills need to get one. So who's it going to be?